Welcome to the Ozark Hobby Adventurist, and today we are going to unbox a K5 Blazer from TRAXXAS. This thing is awesome. Welcome to the Ozark Hobby Adventurist. We are unboxing this K5 Blazer from TRAXXAS. And it does not come with batteries. It does not come with a charger. It does come with instructions and a tire tool, some Allen wrenches, and some stickers. Nice. Alrighty. Get this thing out of the box here. Ooh, look at that. Oh, I'm digging those rims already. Those rims are awesome. So let's get this thing unbagged and take a gander at it. Well, they've really done a good job at protecting it in the box. That's always a good thing. I'm going to pull the body off. I'm going to let Jim get rid of the plastic there. We're going to look at it. We got some precautionary statements. Something definitely worth reading. We will have to change the plugs because we run 4mm banana plugs. This thing's bred for durability. Even the battery hold down, tie down, whatever you want to call it, is really sturdy. The waterproof radio. Turn over on the side here. You got your two mini servos for your front and rear differentials. You've got another servo over here for your high-low transfer case. Got your front mounted motor. Got a spot up here for a winch. You got... This thing's just loaded full of features that are just absolutely crazy. It's nice and low profile. There are places here where you can remount the shock a little bit so you can change the angles. You can soften up the ride. Just really well built all the way across the board. Your transfer case drive shaft from the motor to the transfer case is all enclosed so nothing can get tangled up in it. Really, really, really good design. It's kind of what you would expect from a TRAXXAS. And then we're going to look, and you can see how much ground clearance you have in the middle of the axle with the portal axles. Very firm. We're going to loosen that up a little bit as we get to playing with it. Really, really, really liking these rims. Absolutely awesome. And here is a little spot for your fender lights. The body mount, very, very, very sturdy. Really impressed with that. Very, very sturdy. Here's your front steering servo. Here's your mount where you can mount a front winch, or you want to put a light controller, a sound controller, whatever you want right there. Excellent body protection and mounting right there. Really, really awesome. Very, very tough, durable plastic. Well, I can't wait to go play with it. There's so many things on here. You got your waterproof radio box, and all your wires are nice and neat and tucked in. A little bitty antenna stays under the body so it's not going to snag on stuff. Really, really, really well built piece of equipment. Alrighty, here we have the bumper mount, which is absolutely overkill, and I love it. Most bumper mounts are really wimpy. This thing's marvelous. If you wanted to fart around, I'm sure it looks like you could probably mount it upside down if you wanted to do a little bumper lifting. Very, very rigid framework. Not okay, let's put the body back on here and let's look at some of the outside details. This is the first time ever putting this body on here, and you can see how well it just fits down on there. It's not a complicated ordeal getting the body on and off. The details look absolutely phenomenal. It looks like a 79. We decided to leave the tape on the bumper just until we go out and get it scratched up on the rocks. But this thing just looks absolutely fantastic. The detail that's spent in the trim is absolutely awesome. As far as a scaling vehicle goes, it's probably one of the best ready to run bodies that I've seen yet. It's going to take a lot to beat this one as far as like an out of the box. It's got the lights, which are ready for LEDs. So if you wanted to put an aftermarket light kit in there, you have the ability to do that without having to re-engineer the wheel, which is always nice because it sucks to take a new rig and have to drill holes and cut into it. Really like the USA 1 license plate. That's really cool looking. And there's just so many features to look at on this thing. The mirrors, the vent window, the door latch. It just looks absolutely awesome. Okay, now we're going to get into the rims, the center cap, the rim, the beauty ring. It's all very scale. I grew up around these trucks. The center cap unscrews so that you can get to your wheel nut, making life absolutely marvelously simple in order to get to your wheel nut with all the scale goodies on the hub. These tires are feeling pretty grippy. They're not too soft, not too firm. Gives it some scalish stiffness, I guess you could say. Oh, the tread pattern looks awesome. Can't wait to slide that across a couple wet rocks and some mud. This thing looks good even from the angle as far as the rim goes. Very scale, very scale. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Alright, now we are going to discuss the radio, some of the options and things, and the speed controller. But first, one very important thing. Here's your manual. It's going to tell you how to operate your radio, how to diagnose issues you may have. It's going to tell you how to program your speed controller, so make sure and read that. Very, very, very important. Okay, so on the radio there's a button, and this button lets you set whether you want to use nickel metal batteries or LiPo batteries. And one color is green, one color is red. You're going to have to learn how to program that. So you are going to have to sit down and do a little bit of reading in the manual, but it's not that bad. It's actually pretty easy reading. They didn't make the instructions on it real complicated, but you definitely want to read it so you know how it works. Next, we have our 4-channel radio, which requires the standard 4 AA batteries. As you see where my thumb is, that is your transfer case switch. You've got your switch here on top. This unlocks and locks the differentials. You've got your front differential, your rear differential channel. It's a really nice radio. Everything you need. Doesn't have anything you don't. So here we are. We're almost to the end of the unboxing, but don't go anywhere. We got more fun coming up because we are going to change the battery connectors. We're going to charge a battery, and I'm going to grab the camera, and Jim and I are going to take a little step outside, and we're going to roll this thing through some rocks and dirt and mud and stuff and see what it's really made of.